So hi, this is Don Berlyn, and we've been doing a series of interviews with folks who are vegans to find out what's going on, how they got to be vegans and how it affects their spirituality and how their spirituality affects them being vegans. So today's guest is coming all the way from Uganda, and I'm going to have him say his name because I'm not sure how to get it right. And we'll find out a little about him and then go on to ask more questions about being a vegan. So I'll turn it over to you. Is it Musisi Mike? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm not hearing you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. So if you want to say your name and tell us about you.
Okay. I'm Musisi Mike from Uganda, an activist for both human and non-human. Founder, Love for All Uganda, and director at Atlas Vegan Community School. My journey as a vegan, it has been in the form of miracle. Before I was introduced to this veganism community, I was a man who used to eat meat, eat fish, chicken, and I was not so friendly to animals because in our African culture, animals, they are not so much respected because people take them as obstacles for God and so on. So in the movement, I met my friend called Karen from UK. She introduced veganism and its components to me, and she mentored me for almost 2 years. And this system of becoming a vegan, it is scary because when you're used to eat meat, to eat fish, and someone tells you that when you want to become a vegan, that is you have to change from mistreating animals, from eating animals, from using all animal products. It was not very easy to me. So I put it in my mind, and I started to practice to leave meat products and so on into plant-based. It took me 2 years, and I practiced it. I had compassion about it. I read different articles about veganism and its components, how veganism is important in the community, how veganism can make my health better, how veganism can change the community mindsets, mainly rural people in Africa. So after reading many articles, I decided to turn into a vegan and a vegan activist. So it was a wrong story, and it was a wrong journey, but I decided to quit from animal production to plant-based feeding and so on. So I've been vegan now 5 years, fighting for animal rights, fighting for creative animals, fighting for animal love, and I've achieved a lot as a person. Because veganism is very important in the community, mainly in African tradition. Long time ago, people used to see animals as other cars. Some animals like pigs, people they take pigs as other cars in our African tradition. People see animals as an offer for money, an offer for blessings, because in our traditional culture, people use small gods, witchcrafts. So they offer animals for getting blessings, for becoming rich, But when I became vegan, I realized that I have to train, to teach our communities how to love animals, how to be with love animals, how to care about animals, how to change from using meat production to plant-based oriented. So that's how I started my journey as a vegan and an activist for almost 5 years.
Yeah. So I got a question as far as what was the response from your family and from the community to you becoming a vegan?
It wasn't very easy. When you have families, because families take us as people on some issues. Like when you were a Catholic and change to Muslim, not that everybody is going to welcome that on table, but it is you to teach them or to make them love what you have entered into. That what I've decided it is the right thing to do. As a person, I knew that it will not be very easy for my community to recognize me of what I've become, but I had to show them that this is the right thing by teaching them, communicating to them, making them to love veganism as it is, because veganism, it is not religious. Veganism doesn't mean that when you're vegan, you have done a crime. Not yet, not that. So I had to teach them that veganism is the only way we have to protect our animals. It is the only way to protect our climate. It's the only way to be with a better health. So they tried themselves to know that what I'm doing is the right thing. And right now, many are changing. Many are changing. My community members are changing into veganism because I've been teaching them, giving them hope, showing them what veganism have done for other people, why Africans need to adopt veganism, because veganism when you say that animals are loved by God, plants are loved by God, because we are planted by God, we are created by God. So as we human, we have to love animals as we love ourselves. We have to love plants as we love ourselves. So I tried to make them understand what I'm trying to tell them, because this veganism, which is a new system in Africa. It is a new system. Few understands what it means. So it was my effort to teach them, and they're good enough. They gave me their ears, and they listened, and they are learning, and more are changing from making animals a curse. Now they're loving them. They take care about them. They switched to plant-based food. Many are growing vegetables, practicing vegan farming. You see that the community is giving hope. I know by 2030, 2040, Africa, generally in Uganda, shall be having at least 45% of the population will be vegan if we put more effort to make this an impact.
So got a question. So are you in a more rural area, or are you closer to a big city? So Musa, are you in a big city, or are you more out in the country?
I'm up country. I'm in the village, deep village. I'm not in a big city. I'm in a village, village. Yeah.
So in the big cities, are there more vegans?
No, almost like in Uganda, the population of vegan or vegan activists, it is still very low. Yeah, we can like 1%, and yeah, the population is still low. In towns, very, very still low. Because it is a new thing in Africa, generally in Uganda. When you talk about veganism, people take it in a different way. People, they don't understand it very well. So we need a lot of effort to make that everyone knows what vegan or what vegan means. Yeah.
As no, even here in the United States, there's, when I go to the bigger city, I'm out in the country kind of, but if I go to bigger cities, then you run into more vegans and more vegan restaurants and things like that. Whereas out in more in the country, there's much less, fewer people are vegans. So proportionally, but so I'm not sure if is it the same in Uganda or is it kind of different?
The reason why, like when you go to big cities, when people who understand that want to make veganism that are very low in different countries, it is that big cities, they have laws which are strict, and people in the big cities, they are over busy, they mind about themselves, they don't care what is going on in the country, what is happening in the country. For them, some the elite people, they don't mind when you talk about animal conservation or animal protection. They don't care because they know that animals are just for there for, they don't have life. They have no much to hard on them. So that's why in the big cities, people don't mind. And some people, they don't like some activities, they don't put more effort in big cities. They concentrate in nearby areas or local areas or remote areas than in big cities. That's why the number in big cities is very, very low.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're less connected to the animals in the cities, and so they have less of a relationship with actual animals when they're in the big cities.
Like I told you that animals in the big city, their relationship with the community members in the big cities is not there at all. Because these people are elite peoples who are living in big cities. And those who are not elite, they focus on work. Because in big cities, you cannot bring any project like it. You want them to engage in vegan agriculture. You want them to engage in any activity which concerns with the veganism. To take you time. If you want to do it, you have to do with a lot of money because you have to create workshop. You need to open up or to organize workshops. You need to organize many, teachings, which will need you to pay those people who willing to attend those meetings, who willing to attend those workshops. You have to pay them. You have to pay them money, because if you pay them money, they may try to pass over the message to other people, which is very expensive. That's why many activists, they base in villages where people, you go to them, you don't ask money for your information. They have a lot of time to listen to you than big towns. So that's why we start from grassroots. When we capture these people from grassroots, then you go on to the city.
Okay. So I think you've touched on this some, but so how does being a vegan affect your spirituality? And how does your spirituality affect your being a vegan? You're a pastor as well, right?
Yeah. Being a vegan, it is not a joke. And when you just entered something which is new, not new in originality, but new in the life of different people, new to us, new to African people, many may disconnect from you because they don't understand what you are portraying out. And I've lost many pastors all over the world who were my friends before I joined veganism. Many that are now fighting me. They call me that what I'm teaching, it is wrong. Animals that are created to be human, to serve the humans, because they're created to like sheep for offertory animals. They have to be killed on some occasions, like on Christmases and so on. So, like when you teach people that animals are not created to be food, they hate you. So I've lost many friends. I've lost different people from different levels, and I endured because I have a cause, I have a passion, I have a mission to accomplish. I didn't listen to my pastors who used to be my friends, because I told them this is the right path to go. You know, when you're on the right path, you can remain alone, no matter the situation you are, but you remain alone for the cause. That's why I said, if I'm to remain alone on my issue as a vegan pastor, I will do that. So many have gone, but I have those new who are vegan pastors who are coming to me, and we are doing a great work. And community members, because like in Africa, when someone have got a good job, someone have liberated from poverty to richness, they sacrifice animals for joy, for partying. So when you come with your idea that you guys, what you're doing is wrong. Animals, they're like us. Don't kill them. Don't mistreat them. Love them as you love yourself. When they hate you, many people, some people, they call me mad when I talk about such things. Some people, they say that you're mad. You are becoming mad. Do you have mental health? You know, such things, you know, you meet them on the way, but you just ignore them and you concentrate what you are showing. So that's how veganism and spirituality caused me some challenges. But on the other side, I have reached many people because of veganism. I have been on different interviews because of veganism. And spiritually, I've engaged love from animals, compassion, caring, because animals are very, very kind creatures. They are loving. They make you to live in a life that, you know, when you meet them, you feel that you are not in the world. You miss that you're not on the heart. That's why I have enjoyed veganism life continuously. I have achieved the health issues because when you eat meat, when you spend eating chicken, because like in Africa, like we have these chicken which are foreign. They grow in 1 month, they grow in 6 months, they have poison in them. But when you change to vegetables, you eat your vegetable, you eat your greens, it makes your health very, 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 very important, very vital. So I have gained health experience since I joined veganism. I've got many friends. I've reached where I was not thinking to reach as a vegan, and I'm continuing to make it a proud journey for veganism in my years until life goes on.
Yeah. Well, gosh. Well, thank you so much for all you've been doing. It's amazing. So anything else you'd like to say? And then...
Yeah. So all viewers, friends of Bloodadon, friends from vegan friends outside and Africa, we have to come together. We have to work together to ensure that we promote, we establish veganism in every corner in Africa, outside Africa. It is the only way we can give to our animals, to our environment. If we become silent, if we become quiet, nothing will be done. The only way to make change is to stand up, fight against the wrong things they're done for animals, fight about I don't think on human beings, because when there's no when we lose animals, then nothing will be in place in the future. When we lose a human being, also nothing will be in the future. So we need both together to make a better world in the future.
Mhm.
So we are calling all friends to join us at an organization called Love for All Uganda. We have a first vegan practice school in Uganda. I started the school last year. It's the first vegan practice school in Uganda. We are calling people to come to Uganda to visit our schools, to encourage more people, because the more we get more people from different countries, people they will start to learn that what we are telling them is right. As we see that people that are coming from different countries for gospel, we need to make veganism as a gospel. We come to different countries, teach the world that if you do this and this and this, you always will be on this and this. If you have cancer, change from meat production, try at least on plant-based. So once we do that years to years, we shall be having a better generation, a better world, a free world with love, compassion, and unity.
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you very much. I'll be sending you the copy of this, and we'll see how many people see it. And it's been nice meeting you. Okay. All right. Well, bye for now.
Okay.